at that. This is what I love. This is the combination that I think is unbeatable with blushes. Hi everyone, so today I'm showing you new products from MAC, and I have to say this is one video I've been looking forward to more than any for weeks because I love Go Play and I cannot wait to try these out. I've picked up 3 new shades of the blush, and I've also picked up a shade that I've used for years now, a favourite, so I can compare the new formula to the old because I've got the original. I've also got some powder blushes which I'll be pairing these with so you can see how these work together, because I love to put this on first and then add the powder on top. And I've picked up 4 shades of the new MAC Glow Play TENDERTALK lip balms. These can be used on lips and cheeks. So before I show you the Glow Play blushes, I'm going to show you these on my cheeks and lips first and then move on to the blushes. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah. I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who really loves makeup and beauty, and here on my channel I review new products, show you some of my favourite products and looks, and basically give you any information I think you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy that, please do like and subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for returning to my channel. I appreciate every single one of you so much. Anyway, let's get on with this video. Just before I go straight into the new products, I just very quickly want to talk about an old MAC product that is new to me, but it's been around as far as I know for a long time, so some of you may be super familiar with this, and that is the eye pigment pots. I actually picked up one of these in the Selfridges sale recently for nearly half price. The one I picked up was Copper Sparkle. This is the Copper Sparkle here, and I just loved it so much. I went straight onto the MAC website and ordered another 2. So I just wanted to show you just how good these are. I'm only going to try one of them on for you, but I will put some of them on my hand to give you an idea if you're not familiar with them. These pots, I mean, some people could be put off because they are a little bit messy. You lift the top up there, and then you've got the loose pigment inside there. So this is the Copper Sparkle. I mean, look at that. You can probably see why I was so impressed with it. It's stunning, isn't it? This one is Melon. So this one's a lot more pale, but really, really beautiful still. So this one's a lot deeper. I thought these two might actually work together very nicely. And the other one I picked up is called Kitschmas, which is this sparkly sort of lilac shade. Just how beautiful are they? Honestly, love them. But now I've seen the 2 new ones I've got, I think the first one I got is the Wow one, isn't it? I've already got on my eyes the Armani eye tint in Camel, so I put that on, well, a good 10 minutes ago now, because I like to have some sort of a base for these, and then I just put the sparkle basically over the lid. So the way I apply these, I use this from Repper. This is the 21, and I just spray it with a little bit of water. This is the can spray, if you've seen these, of just mineral water. So this should help it to adhere. So I just put the brush then into the very top. So I've got the Copper Sparkle, the one I love, and I think I will do what I said and mix the 2 together, this with the Melon. So I'm going to place this now on this outer part of the eye. You'll see just how impactful this is. And taking a fluffy brush then, I'm going to take this up into the outer V and build it across here a bit, bring some depth, because the colour just really just keeps going with this, even from that tiny bit I got from the pot. I mean, it really is just a stunning colour, isn't it? I absolutely love it. And I'm going to use the Zoeva 238, which is another flat brush but much smaller, and I'm going to go into the Melon. So I've wet the brush. One tip is not to get the brush too wet, because the first one I did on this side, I did definitely get a bit too much product. So you really don't need much of this. So get it a bit wet and maybe rub it into the back of your hand, which is what I've been doing, so it's more damp, and then go into the pigment. So let's see what Melon looks like. Now this sort of brush, it's almost like a paintbrush. You can just paint on and get into this smaller area here. That is pretty, and they do work together nicely, don't they? So I just popped some mascara on, and that's how that is looking. Isn't it beautiful? I think next time I order from MAC, I'll be going in for some more of those. Love them, great fun. They can be a bit messy, but if you're careful, it's okay. I really enjoy them. Anyway, let's get on to the new products. So starting with the Glow Play TENDERTALK lip balms. So this is a brand new product from MAC. It's not a reformulation. So this is how it looks. Here's the packaging and how it looks inside. So this is the very first one. I got this out of pure curiosity because I just cannot imagine a colour like this working. But it has got that pH activated formula. So I'm just really curious about this one. But I do have 3 more sort of normal shades to try. So yes, this is a pH activated lip balm that gives a unique custom glow. It conditions and strengthens the moisture barrier of lips. It melts across lips, bounce it across cheeks with your fingertips for a fresh, playful pop of glowy colour. It says it gives 24 hours of moisture. It's got 91% naturally derived ingredients, preventing dryness and locks in moisture. Includes lip-tuitive pH technology to have a personal pH stain for a custom glow based on unique lip chemistry. So with that being said, I will start with this Oops. This is called Oops. Did I say that? Oops, why did I buy this colour? So this is a light yellow. I mean, who would put a yellow on their lips? But let's just see. Let's see what happens. So I'd say nothing is happening so far. So it's going on like almost a clear lip balm with a little bit of warmth. I'm not getting any scent from this. It is hydrating, but it's not particularly like, not slimy, that's the wrong word. It's quite thick, so it feels like it's not going to slide off. It's not going to slide outside of the lips. Well, that has definitely enhanced my natural lip colour, I'd say. It's gone from a sort of pale pink to a more fresh looking pink. That's all that's happened with that. So I will try it on the cheeks. I can't say this is something I think I would be doing in all honesty. But anyway, it says to do it with the fingertips. So let's just see if anything happens. At the moment, I've just got a tiny bit of bronzer, but not much, and the foundation. So you can see the sort of yellow colour as it touches my skin. But let's see what happens as I do that. Is it doing anything? I don't really... Oh, actually, now I'm looking at both cheeks. I can see a little bit of a sort of pinky rosy tone coming. So it is adjusting as it did here. So yeah, it is working. So it is that sort of, I'm getting the same colour because it's adjusting to my skin tone and basically giving me the same shade. So I'd say this is enhancing natural skin colour. So this is a good option for a natural no makeup day, isn't it? Because it's a very natural vibe. Not going with my eye look, but we will be moving on to a less natural look. But this could be a good no makeup sort of product, but it does feel very tacky on the surface, which is something I don't like. I'd spend all day pulling my hair out of it, and the only way to stop that is to powder it, which sort of defeats the whole glowy object of the product. But on the lips, super comfortable, very hydrating, really nice. So I can see this colour just basically being one of those daily products that I might keep next to me during the day or in my bag just to use for a top up of moisture because it's very, very comfortable. It's just giving me that natural look. So a good one to keep for general application throughout the day. So moving on to Photogenic, which is a bubblegum pink. So let's try this one. So it's going straight on as a bubblegum pink, but let's see if it adjusts and changes. So as I applied more, it did develop a bit more colour. I'm not really sure if it's changed in any way and adapted to my lips. It's just basically giving me this colour, but not quite as bright. So maybe it's just got a bit deeper as it's met with the warmth of my skin, basically. That's what does it, isn't it? But that's a really nice shade, actually. Another very natural vibe, but it's definitely giving me that pink without being too bright, because you might see this and think, whoa, that's way too much. But when you see it on the lips, that's really nice. I like this one. So let's try this on the cheek. So it goes on with that pink, instant pink. Let's see how it possibly adapts. These are giving much more colour than I was expecting, to be honest. They're not massively pigmented, but they're giving quite a bit more than I thought they would, because these are lip balms at the end of the day. So if you don't mind this stickiness on your face, that's really pretty. I'm not being massively careful. I'll be taking these off and putting on so many today, but yeah, they match up well together. Again, another really nice natural vibe. Really enjoying them actually, but I'm not sure I'd want that stickiness. No, I wouldn't like that feeling. I know I'd powder over it. I know I would. I do feel like these are staining my lips a little bit, because look how much brighter my lips are, and that's after I've really scrubbed to remove it. So they might have a bit of longevity from a colour point of view. So the next one I've got is Serve, and this is a true red. So going by what's happened so far, because I'm not a fan of reds, I might like this because it shouldn't be too bright. No. Oh, that's going to be nice, I think. Oh, that's my kind of red. More of a pinky red, and it is adapting. I really like this one. I love how easy these are, you know. There's just, I'm not having to think about it or really look in the mirror much, just slapping it on and it's just doing the job for me. That is really nice. So you can see how alarming the colour looks and how it looks on my lips. I think it's beautiful. Nothing like you'd expect. So it's very important, I think, to try these on if you can in store, or certainly watch reviews like this, because it's not what you're expecting. But I'm delighted with that, because I wouldn't have liked it to have looked that red on me. Not a natural shade, but it's not that sort of deep red that I struggle with. So really like that. So let's try this on the cheeks. I think because I put the bubblegum pink on there, I'm going to put this sort of above to give me a bit of depth. See how it looks. I mean, I would never ever wear a blush this shade. I think you can see straight away that it's deeper than the bubblegum pink which I've got there. But again, it's adjusting into a type of pink really. Oh, I like that. What do you think? It's just the stickiness. I know I won't wear it. I don't need to keep saying that. I would not wear it, but if you would, very nice. I do love cohesive looks like this, I really do. And now for the last one I've got, and that one is Introvert, and this one is a nude. Now my lips are already looking quite stained. I did scrub them, but they are looking quite stained from the previous lipstick. So this might not be wholly accurate, I'm afraid. So that is just coming out like a pink. Now I don't know if this looks more pink because I do have that bit of staining from underneath. Maybe I'll put it on my arm here so we can see what it does on my skin here. You can see that it's not very pigmented, and let's see what it does as it adjusts to my skin. You can see that it is basically going pink, isn't it? So you apply it and it is a bit nude, and then as it adjusts to my skin it becomes more of a soft pink. So that seems to be happening with most of these. So I think really it's a question of the deeper the shade, the deeper the pink. So they're all pinks effectively. Well, that seems to be what's happening with me anyway. So I'll try this one on the cheeks as well. I'll put it this side. This is where I put that yellow oops. And you can see straight away that that's coming up like a pink. It does look more of a sort of browny nude, this one, not. It is a deep pink, I suppose. But yeah, it's very pink here on the cheek, whereas the oops was less pink, that's for sure. I'm not sure if I like that one on me actually. That's the first one I thought a bit too pinky. I don't know. It's okay. But these are not cheek products for me. No way, they're just the wrong formula. But they're really comfortable. They are quite thick, so they're not going to slide around, as I said. They're very hydrating. They look really nice. I like the shine. Gives just a reasonable amount of shine, but super easy. I think that's what I love most about these types of products. And this has got to be one of the easiest ones I've applied, because all 4 shades I'm just able to stick on. I don't think I'd need a mirror. I think I could do it blind. So do I like these? Yes, they're very nice. I don't know if I've got a favourite at the moment between this. I think the Lisa Eldridge is up there, and so is the Lancome ones, the better ones from them. I really enjoyed those. But from an ease of use point of view, I'd probably go with these. These are probably the ones you could just easily apply anywhere, anytime without a mirror. And you will get that really nice flush of pink. And just go for a deeper shade if you want more pink. Anyway, so they are really nice products. Anyway, I'm going to wipe all of this off and come back to you. I will keep the lip product on actually, obviously, because I'm doing cheeks. I will wipe all my cheeks off and be back. So now moving on to these Glow Play blushes. Now, if you're not familiar with these, they have this really unique sort of spongy, almost like a thick putty finish. They really are. They're quite fun to push. Anyone who's got these will know what I mean. It's almost like having Play-Doh. But yeah, the product comes off very, very well actually. It delivers such a lovely finish. It is one of my absolute favourite blushes. Like I said at the start, this is why I was so excited to do this. So they've launched some new shades and they've also reformulated it. So from the description it says, the buildable cream blush got a good for skin glow up, now in a new formula with skin loving ingredients, which is what's happening with most brands at the moment. So this now includes a conditioning blend of jojoba oil and grapeseed oil, along with vitamin E for a comfortable and oh so smooth application. There's 13 natural looking shades. Tap, build and blend mirror free, I'm not sure about that, for a cheeky flush of soft colour. And it also claims to blur the appearance of pores and fine lines. So I'm going to start with this one. This one is called That's Peachy. I'm using my 109. I'm not tapping this on with my fingers because I want to do this with powder and I want to just place it exactly the way I want to. So I've gone for 3 new shades. They're quite bright, cheerful, very summery shades. And like I said at the start, I've chosen one shade that's an old and very popular shade with me and with lots of people. So I can just see the difference between the 2 formulas. So as you can see, even though this is super bright, it's very much buildable, which for me is brilliant. That's exactly what I want. I don't want it to go on suddenly with a lot of pigment, so I panic. That's a beautiful shade. You can see how easy this is to work with. It really is super, super easy. And they're building it up again just to show you. You can get that much more out of it. So this is That's Peachy. Really beautiful summer shade, love it. These don't have much in the way of scent, by the way. So I'm going to top this now with, which one have I got here? Sunbasque SHEERTONE Shimmer Blush. So I usually use the MINERALISE, but I thought I'd buy one of these shimmer ones. I haven't tried these before, so I don't know how well this will work on top of it, but let's just try it. I'm going to use my Refa brush, blush brush, and go into this one. And I'm just going to tap it across at first because obviously I've got a bit of a wet base. So this is a shimmer blush, so this is going to give me a very, ooh, that was a bit too much, a very shimmery topping. Whoa, whoa, look at that colour. It needs controlling, but wow, that's pretty. I think this has been around for a while, but it's a real trend this year to have a glowy blush. Clearly MAC have been doing this for a long time because look at that. Reminds me of the Fenty blush that I'm so obsessed with. That is gorgeous. And it looks really nice on top of the peach actually, a really nice match. Anyway, let's move to the next one. So I've gone with Totally Synced. So this would be a good match for that bubblegum shade lipstick. Let's see how bright this will be. I've put quite a bit on the brush. But yeah, as usual, it's buildable, so I don't need to panic. I can sweep in quite a lot with my brush. Oh, that is lovely. I do love this sort of shade. Doesn't really go with my eyes, so ignore my eyes right now. But yeah, oh, that is a lovely shade. Just look how easy it is, honestly, look. So easy, just melts straight into your makeup. It works on top of powder, it works under powder, as you've seen. You can also try this on the lips. Oh, that is stunning. Love that one. I don't want to build this up too much because I'm going in with a powder, and I did have to calm that one down quite a lot. So now I am going in with the Mineralize blush. If you're not familiar with that, it's a really, really reliable and trusted formula from MAC. And the shade I've got is Dainty. So very similar really. So that's Glow Play in Total Synced, and here is Dainty. So again, using the Refa brush, which I've cleaned off, I'm going to tap this over. Start with the tapping so I don't disturb the cream underneath. Oh, look at that. This is what I love. This is the combination that I think is unbeatable with blushes. It is mixing the Glow Play with Mineralize. It just gives you the most perfect finish. I love it. These two together, I'm going to be showing you my favourite two together, but now I've just tried these two will be challenging it, because look, it just sets it. It does blur. I think the Mineralize blush does the blurring more than the Glow Play. It's very, very complimentary on my mature skin. It doesn't emphasize my pores, and it just gives a beautiful finish. And also doing this will really lock the blush in, having that powder on top, so this will last you all day. Totally reliable finish, and I promise you, every time you look in the mirror, you'll be thinking, wow, my skin looks gorgeous. Because that's exactly how I feel when I try these two together, these two formulas. Honestly, love them. I think this one is really nice, but it's very glowy. This one is the best, definitely. So I've gone off camera and I've removed this side, and I'm now going to show you Groovy. This one looks alarmingly bright for me, so I'm hoping it'll be absolutely fine, and the answer is yes. So I can go in with a bit more. So this is not a shade I would normally pick up, to be honest. I just wanted to show you for review purposes what the brighter ones look like. Whoa, that is quite bright, isn't it? So this is perfect for deeper skin tones, because you're really going to get that pop of colour. I haven't gone in with an awful lot, and you can see that's really building up. And I've still got that Peachy on this side, so you can see it up against this bright coral. So there's a difference between the two. I think that's Peachy is definitely more me, if I'm honest. But this one is, well, it's a very deep coral. This would look nice with a red lipstick, wouldn't it? I know officially I have a red lipstick on, but we know it doesn't really look very red. It'd look nice with a coral as well, wouldn't it? I'm not going to build that up anymore because it would be too much on me, but I think that could be doubled in strength. So now I've calmed it down a bit, I do actually like it. But I'm going to top it with the same Mineralize blush I just used with the previous look. Dainty, so this would calm it down in theory, because it's lighter. Yeah, straight away, that calms it down. I love this Dainty blush, you know, I'm so glad I got it. And as with the last look, you can just see how this Mineralize blush just works so perfectly with this and just gives you the most stunning finish. It really does. So I've turned this into a pinky coral now, so you can see the difference between the two. I definitely preferred the previous pink that I tried with this, but I do think that that works. What do you think? So I've taken all of that off, and now I'm going to show you my favourite of all time blush combination from MAC, and this is one of my favourite of all time blush combinations, full stop. So that is using this one, which is called Blush Please. So I've got the old formula to compare it with the new. Unfortunately, the packaging is identical, so there's no way of knowing if you get a new one which one's which. So let's make sure the shades are the same. So this is the original Blush Please, and this is the new Blush Please. I think the new one is definitely looking less pigmented, and I think the reason for that is this change of formula. I think the skincare in this is diluting it because it is basically more skincare than it is pigment. So I think that's what's happening. It's just more diluted, because when I feel the original one, it does feel less skincare. It's still soft, but it does feel thicker and more pasty, whereas the new one has that immediate sort of skincare soft feel to it. So there is a difference, I can really feel it. So let's see the difference with application. And after I've done this, I'll probably never be able to remember this again because there's no difference between them. So this is the original, and I'm going to use the 109 Now this is probably one of the most universal shades on the planet, Blush Please. You'll probably find everyone would love this, honestly. Look at this shade. It is absolutely perfect for every look, for every skin tone, I think, honestly. I mean, I don't know. Your deeper skin tones might completely disagree with me there, actually, but I just think it is beautiful. Look at it. So that's how much pigment I'm getting from the old one. I'm going in for the second time. I'm not needing to go in a third and fourth, which I did with all of the others, which does match up with my theory of it being more pigmented. So I just wiped the brush off, and now I'm going to go in with the new formula and see. Not a massive difference though in pigment, is there? You just need to build the new one up a tiny bit more, I'd say. Not a lot, tiny bit. But straight away it does actually feel nicer on the skin. It does. You can sort of feel, it feels slightly heavier, the original. Not much. I've always loved the original and I've always found it really comfortable. But this one is just slightly softer. And possibly blending out better as well, because it's just blending in with my base. My foundation base is just going straight in and fusing with it better than it is on this side, I think. So yeah, I think the new formulation is actually a winner. So that's both sides done. I'm just going to take a little bit across the nose. Isn't it the most perfect, beautiful, natural sort of shade? I love this one. And I said I'd try this on my lips, but I have wiped my lips a lot and you can see they're still looking quite deep. So keep in mind that these new products definitely seem to stain. This doesn't work on my lips at all. It just feels dry on the lips. It's strange because it feels so moisturising on the cheeks. But on the lips it almost goes instantly to powder. Because this formula does set down like a powder, so you don't actually need powder on top because it goes on like a cream but it sets like a powder. But on the lips it pretty much applies like a powder, very drying. So no, I wouldn't, not that it says it's for the lips, I just thought I'd see. So I'm going to take the Introvert, the nude, and put some of that on top because I need that hydration back. I'm just looking on the back of these, by the way, and the old one just says Blush Please Glow Play Blush, and the new one says Blush Please Glow Play Cushiony Blush. So if you were getting a new one and you wanted to know the difference between the two, that's the difference. If, like me, you end up with two of the same in your collection. Now to top this with the perfect topper. This is the Mineralize blush in the shade Warm Soul. So I've cleaned off the Refa brush and now I'm going to pat this on top. And this combination and this finish for me is absolutely stunning. Just look at the way they work together. Isn't that the most beautiful finish? And you can see how the glow from the Glow Play blush is not gone underneath that Mineralize powder, so I'm still getting the glow, and it's a glow that really catches in the light like a highlighter does, so I don't need a highlighter either. So again, as I said before, MAC have been coming out with these formulas way before everyone else, and this combination is just beautiful. But I'm delighted with this new discovery today of these two pinks, because I think I found my second favourite combination ever today. So well, I don't need to tell you that I love these, do I? Because you can see I do, and you can see I already did. But the new formula is definitely improved. But the lip product, I definitely like that as well. I think it's a good one. There's just so many of them at the moment. It's getting a bit, I don't really want to review anymore, to be honest, because they are getting less interesting to me the more I review them. But if you don't have any at all, I do think that this one is a lovely formula. It's one of the nicest, definitely, except they all seem to be pink. So I don't think you're going to get much in the way of different colours. But formula, beautiful. Hydration, beautiful. And ease of application, beautiful. And they seem to give a bit of a stain, which I personally think is a benefit, because as it wears off, if you don't have it to hand and you just add a normal lip balm and you don't have this one, you've still got that bit of colour underneath, which is ideal. So yeah, they're winners for me. I'll definitely be using them. I really do like them very much. But the star of the show is the Glow Play blush. So this was always a fantastic product, but now they've made it even better. So thank you, MAC. I really do hope that I've shown you today just how gorgeous these two are together. MAC does seem to be one of these brands that gets a bit overlooked these days. They used to be top of the charts and they're not anymore. I don't know why, but hopefully they are starting to rise back up, because I love MAC. And I love this, and I hope today that you can see just how beautiful these two are, these two blushes. And if you have tried this combination, or maybe different ones, I'd love to hear what your favourites are to mix together. Or if you're going to try them, which ones would you like to try? I would love to hear from you in the comment section. This has been an absolute joy. As I said, I've been excited to do this video because I love these. So I've enjoyed every minute, and it has not disappointed me in the slightest. And also this new discovery of these pigments, well, wow, I think I need them all. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Anyway, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please do like and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, as I said earlier, thank you so very much. I do appreciate every single one of you very, very, very much. And I hope to see all of you for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.